Welcome everyone to Off Topic. Coda and I are here to talk about getting back into a routine after you have had a very long break.
Yes.
And why
Sorry.
it seems like you're in the middle of a dumpster fire.
I
Is
feel
what
like
you're
we're
saying.
too low now.
Now we're too low. Well, you're.
Well, maybe we're too close. We gotta
Oh,
back up a little bit.
oh,
Oh, wow. Look at that.
that's so much better.
That's so nice. Okay. We
Okay,
we don't have any notes today, so we're just kind of
winging it.
winging it.
Because I am not going to lie, the struggle's real, right? It's very, very hard for ADHD people to just jump back into things.
Yeah.
Monday, I was just dragging. I just couldn't.
I had like a really good
You had like,
day on Saturday,
and
and
then
then Sunday I died, and then I don't even know what I did Monday.
yeah. So it can be difficult, especially when you kind of like the whole saying you need
Sorry, I can't stop yawning.
you need a vacation from your vacation. You spent, I don't know, you're still off. You don't even go back till the 20th.
No, I
Um,
don't go back for like another week,
yeah, 2 weeks, I think,
2 weeks.
or something.
Everyone I know started today, though.
Yeah,
And even so, the first day, I have no classes because my classes are Monday, and school starts on a Tuesday. So I literally just have to wait until Thursday.
wow.
So I technically don't even start till what would it be? Tuesday's 20th, Wednesday's 21st. I don't start till the 22nd, technically.
Yeah. So it's tough. It's tough to get back in when you have basically had, let's say 2 weeks of non-routine, time open kind of situation, life, I guess, right? You
Yeah.
you just you can get up when you want, you can go where you want, you can go to bed where you want, you can stay up late if you want, all that kind of stuff. And um, so it is difficult to get back into a routine. What we oh now you go
My bad.
what we really need to do as far as our kids go is just understand that it's going to take longer. So they may not really be getting back into the swing of things until next week. Um, so give them a little grace, and also remember you've got like 20 or 30 years longer on this earth than they do.
Yeah.
So you have developed ways to push through it and be able to, I guess, get back into things. Because even if you're a mom, your routine isn't completely screwed up because you're still having to do the things, especially if you have younger kids. You still have to get up, you still have to
Yeah.
take care of them, you still have to do all this kind of stuff. You just don't have to deal with them being in school. You just have to deal with having them 24/7.
Yeah.
I used to
Um,
like when you guys were in school, I used to be like, oh my God, when is vacation over? Please, when is vacation over? Now I love you.
yes, now you don't want me
No, I don't
to.
want you to leave.
Um, I feel like the hardest part for me is I don't really have a routine during break. Like, I feel like a lot of neurotypical people. Oh my gosh! Oh, that one made my eyes water.
Stop it.
Sorry. I'm literally not even that tired, which is like, I don't know why I'm yawning. But, I feel like a lot of neurotypical people have like a routine that they do just like in general. Um, and school just kind of integrates into that already existing routine. So when they're on break, they're kind of like, oh, well, I'm still doing my whole thing. Um, but I don't
Like
I don't
getting
feel
up,
like
eating,
I don't feel like I
taking a
have that.
shower,
Yeah.
existing.
I don't have like an order I do set. And like I wish I got the I got the I really need a routine based autism, but I didn't get the autism that people are like, "Oh, I do this specific thing in this order at this time every day."
And I
And
have
I
to do
kind
it.
of wish that I got that.
I wish you had got the prodigy,
Like
autism where
me
you
too.
make us millions.
And like the closest thing I kind of have to that is lately I've just been eating the same breakfast every morning, which is not really like a routine
Mm,
per se.
oh my God. I kind of do the same. I have really tried very hard to keep to my routine. I I basically have kind of a time when I get up, and then a, a time when um I have to get everything done, I guess, is what I so I get up, I caffeinate myself, I have breakfast, I go feed my birds, and then um
For birds that live outside, we do not
we
have
do not
pet
have
birds.
pet birds. The Italians do not like birds in homes.
So she goes outside
I was
and
trying to
feeds the
create
wild
a
birds.
crow army and failed, so now I have a magpie army,
Yeah.
and they come when I
The
whistle.
mourning doves are pretty in the morning.
Yes, they are. Um, anyways, so I have alarms set. Coda and I are using
I
the
have
little Finch thing,
Finch is so great.
but it's
I
only
tried
good if you do it with other people.
It is. I tried it by myself one time and I was like, this is stupid. And then I got it back recently.
Well, because I sent you an invitation, and
Yeah.
I have it with a bunch of moms from co-op. And
Oh, I didn't even do it today. Not bad. I
ooh,
had like a really good
get out of
sleep.
bed.
I know.
You did that.
So here's my little Finch. He has a cane. He's very cute.
And so, like, every time you check something off, so
I did
um
all of these.
oh,
I didn't do anything in them. I didn't log it this morning. See, sometimes I forget.
and
And I
sometimes
broke
I
my
do too.
streak. I had like a 30-day streak going. But I can put my
Oh,
routine into here.
oh, you got
Being
a
the blobcat. So I
bobcat.
can put my routine into here and it's a little bit easier for me to I didn't do that. Oops. I do like that. I do hate that there's not like an undo. I didn't mean to press that
Yes, I don't like
button.
that. And I also don't like the fact that um you can't personalize like messages you send. So it will say, send a vibe to your friend, and you
It's
can.
probably to keep people from like bullying each other on the app because it's supposed to be like a
But
positive app.
I just was like, they're like, ask somebody to be your friend, and I just was like, okay, and they found some random person, and I I would love to be like, who are you? And like their bird's name is PETA. And I'm like, is it PETA like the bread, or is it PETA like pain in the mm? um, the acronym for that? Because if it's that, then we are friends for life. And and she has she has goals. There's certain goals, and you can buddy with other people.
Are you buddying with some random person?
I don't know. I don't really I'm not really buddied with her, but I can see that she's trying, like she wants to take a stretch break during the day.
I
And
have
so
that.
I'll get little pop-ups that say encourage Peter and Steph to take their, and I can go boop, and then it sends a
Okay,
message to
if
with the
anybody
little,
out there has a bird, your name is Steph, and you have a bird named PETA, we need to know.
we need to talk to you.
Um,
I should probably not do it in the group. I should probably like ask on TikTok
be
where
like,
it's like
guys,
public.
who is PETA? Anyway, we're off topic.
But no, so it's fun. I'm on like 32 days
I
Um,
was on 30 and then or like 34 or something, and
yeah.
then I broke my streak by accident because during during Christmas Eve and Christmas I wasn't on my phone.
Um, yeah. So
Which
it's
is another
fun
thing I've been trying to do to
not be
help
on
me
your phone.
with my routine is to not be on my phone as much, which I've been doing okay. I've been trying to cut my screen time down. But the annoying part about screen time is it's connected to my iPad as well. So if I like watch
Oh,
anything on my iPad, it ticks up
yeah.
my screen time.
But so that's a fun thing if you're doing it with other people. Because you
Yes.
can send little encouragements and stuff, and you can watch your little bird grow. And then they get little pets, and you can do adventures with the pet so that the pet grows. Like
Yeah.
right now, I am visiting Cairo, and so
Mm. Yeah, see, I haven't done that yet or anything like that. Yeah, but it's fun to
and you
keep
can build.
track.
You have a little house, and you
It
can
is one of the
decorate it.
more fun to do planners that I've tried because I've tried other apps to like keep track of like visual like
Yeah,
trackers and stuff like that, and just none of them have retained my attention for very long.
and I think the only reason that this is keeping my attention is because there are other people involved, and
Yeah.
they're sending me things, and I get little notifications and stuff. So that's why it's for me, like it's helping me. And I have like set ones that I do, but also if I have something that I really need to do, I'll just type that in, like this is my goal for this afternoon, and it helps me remember that I have to do this. um
Yeah.
and I put easy stuff in there too, like get out of bed.
Yeah, I
Check.
get out of bed because I had a bad tendency in during the break to just like lay in my bed
Yeah.
and not get up much.
Simple things like one of them I kept in was take 3 deep breaths, and
I do really like doing that.
I do that in the morning. And um
I have one that's just like
drink.
go outside once. Like just once. Because since being sick for a long period of time, I've found that's very difficult for me.
I know I
Um,
made Luna do it too.
so I like just going outside.
Yeah.
And I like being outside. That's the thing is I think it does help with motivation, and I feel like I have a hard time going outside if I don't feel like I have a purpose to like be doing something outside, you know what I mean? But sometimes I'll just go stand on the deck and just like
Stare at the prairie dogs.
just kind of stare. Yeah, I don't know.
So what does this have to do with whatever we're talking about? So one of the hardest things, and again, this isn't for everybody because everybody has strengths and weaknesses. But if you are weak in,
Did they change the live like display layout? It looks like this looks different. Sorry, I'm
who
sorry.
knows?
I'm being
Who knows?
autistic about like
Um,
changes.
so we talk a lot about, you know, motivation, and we, say our kids aren't motivated or they're lazy or blah 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 blah.
I hate the word lazy.
And
I
I was
hate it
told that
so
my whole entire
much.
life.
Yeah, I was
So the
too.
thing is that if you are weak in task initiation, then like no amount of motivation, willpower, any of that is going to get an ADHD person to all of a sudden just be magically organized, magically able to make a routine, magically remember things, whatever. It's not set up that way. We've been duped into thinking that if you just try harder and you use willpower, that you can do anything, that you can move forward. And that's just simply not true. And so
Well,
it's learning your brain, learning your kids' brains, what their strengths and weaknesses are. When I work with people, um, I give them an assessment and it will show. Do you remember taking that? You probably don't.
which one?
Where you checked off the things and then you added everything up and it said, you're strong in this category? Or
Not
I think you
really.
were like 14, so you probably don't remember it.
I probably don't.
Um,
I feel like I vaguely remember something similar.
yes. And so knowing what you're strong in and knowing what some of your weaknesses are, you can and same with your kids, you can work on that. Um,
And also,
you may always be weak at task initiation, but you can develop skills that will help you to boost those.
yeah, and I think one of the things that's really frustrating with um ADHD is like, and even like, is it higher or lower functioning autism? I always mess it up. The one with, like, I have.
Oh, they and high functioning, they call it level 1. It's
Yeah.
they don't call it
So,
that
like,
anymore.
the lower levels and, like, the, um, and the thing with ADHD is I feel like people aren't, like, well, you're visibly unable to do stuff. And then, so, by, by, because you don't look like you're not able to do this, you should be able to do it. And I kind of hate that. Like,
Right, so
you
if
know
you
what I
don't if
mean?
you don't have any uh, being an invisible
It's
thing,
like
like,
one of the things
it's
I hate
very
is when
easy to
people are like,
judge.
"You don't look autistic." Like, you would have never guessed you were autistic. And I'm like,
Well, and that's because that is still there's still a lot of bias, and most people think that you've gotta be, nonverbal, stimming, whatever, like, you will notice,
right? And
that, and it's not.
it bugs me because, like, yeah, there are people who are like that, and they're not any less valid than, or don't struggle any differently than, like, they
And
might have more struggles with certain things that lower level autistics don't struggle with, but I don't think it means that it's any worse or any better, you know?
mhm,
I think it's all, you all struggle no matter where you are on the spectrum, and it's same is true for ADHD, but I feel like people have dumbed ADHD down to, "Oh, you just can't focus. Oh, you just can't focus."
right,
And it's not that. It's so intense, and it is debilitating for people, and I feel like people don't understand that, and it makes it really hard to have a routine when you can't focus. Like, I don't think what neurotypical people don't understand is how much routine is a focus-based skill, because you don't have the problem. It's not like an exhausting thing for you to think about and do because it's normal.
right, because you can think about a task as a group of things, so taking a shower is a task, but
But
to
for
somebody with
ADHD,
ADHD or
it's
autism, it's
taking a shower is
12
like
tasks, 12 things to think about.
40 different steps that you have to do just to shower. And I don't think people, what I wish I could explain to people who are neurotypical is like, because they're like, "Oh, well, you just shower. Like, you just do it." I'm like, "No, you don't. You don't, you don't see how it's like deconstructed. It's like giving someone a blueprint. And it's like, for showering, you have to get, like, if you're like laying in bed in the morning, you have to get out of bed. You have to pick out your clothes that you're going to wear. And if you have sensory issues, that's a whole step in itself, is finding clothes that, what's not going to make me irritated, what's not going to be too tight, what's going to be loose on my body, what do I need sensory wise from what I'm going to be wearing.
Or
And then
just
you have
making a
to,
decision,
right?
like,
Because decision paralysis is a big thing with ADHD too. And then you have to bring the clothes to the shower. Then you have to turn on the shower and you have to wait for it to warm up. And if you have ADHD, waiting is so annoying, even if it's like 5 seconds.
yeah.
Um,
And then you go
and
from
then you have to go from a
warm,
really nice warm in your PJs in your bed to being cold because you are no longer in your cozy PJs, and then you're going to be nice and warm in the shower when you adjust. And for some people, showering itself, the water, the light, the sensory experience of being in the shower is
is it?
bad.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed I close my eyes pretty much my entire shower because I didn't realize how, like, bright being, because showers are like white. Like, a lot of them
Mm.
are, and it reflects, and you're basically just in a big reflective box, and it's blinding. And so I'm just kind of like, I shower with my eyes closed, and then you have to get out of the shower, and then you're cold, and then you're wet, and it's gross, and it's like this whole
And
thing.
then you gotta get
And
dry and
so
then get your clothes on and
so
then
for people, their morning routines are like 10 steps, like 10
like
different
they can
tasks.
say, I have to get up and get ready for work, and that's one thing for them. But
Yeah.
it's
It's like
actually a
100
hundred
micro steps for people with
and it's a
ADHD.
hundred things. And uh, and it's not like we don't have routines, but we get caught up in the wrong type of routine, I guess. Like we can
Yeah.
get so if you're caught up in having 2 weeks of being able to get up when you want to, sleep when you want to, your kids had more screen time than usual. They, did you doing all sorts of fun things, that kind of thing. And
Especially if you're doing lots of fun things and then you have to do something like
that
school,
you
which is
don't
less
think is
fun.
fun.
Well, it
But
depends on the kid. Some kids like school.
yeah, some do. I actually did, but
I liked the learning and the social aspect of school, but when they started taking away the social aspect of school, it stopped being as fun. And then when I started getting criticized for the way I learned, made me be like, well, now it's just not fun anymore
yeah.
because I liked learning new things, but you say I'm doing it wrong. So,
Um, so yeah, so
and also,
breaking out of that. So let me give you what okay.
no go.
When I
I feel like if
was
I put my finger down, like I won't remember what
okay,
I was gonna say.
keep
So I just
don't
am
talk,
like,
just
okay,
and
go.
don't listen to me. When I was pregnant with this one, I got in this habit of because I had stopped working. It was closer to when I was going to give birth. And I got into a routine of like getting up and having something. And then there was like a series of shows I watched. And it would go until 10 a.m. And then I'm like, oh, it's 10. And, now I've got to, um,
Do
the
everything.
days going by and whatever. And it was the hardest thing. You would think it would just be like, just don't turn on the TV. But it was so hard to just be like, you don't need to watch these. And it was like old shows that I had seen, like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But I had gotten into that routine and it was really hard to break out of that and start a new routine that was more productive. So that was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So we all can be productive in a bad routine.
Yeah. I think the other thing that helps with routines is account for more time than you think you're gonna need. Cause like,
Time
so
management, yeah.
like I get up at 6 a.m. because I know that I'm gonna get up and I'm not gonna get out of bed right away. Um, I'm going to sit there till about 6:30 and then I'm actually gonna get out of bed and start getting ready. And I need to leave by 7. Um, I don't really need to leave by 7. I could probably leave by 7:30 if but I like to give myself time before school to
Before you go into
sit.
class and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to sit in my car. So I will get ready around 6:30, make sure all my bag is packed, eat. I don't like to eat meals before going to school in the morning. I don't know why. I just can't stomach a big breakfast before I'm gonna have to go to school, so I'll eat like a granola bar and then I'll make sure everything is ready. It would probably be more efficient if I made sure my stuff was ready the night before, but I don't plan that far ahead. So like or if I planned my outfits ahead of time, sometimes I just don't care.
We used to do that when you were little.
Um
And I would get you up. at 5:30 because and we didn't need to be the bus till 7 so that you could not have to rush.
Yeah. Yeah, I like being early. Like, I think it helps me feel less stressed knowing that I've garnered more time than I need.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I kind of have a
I leave like an
block.
hour early for pretty much everything. Like, I will be at the function before the host is at the function because I'm so paranoid about being that one dude who's late.
Yeah.
And when I am late, it's usually only by a couple minutes and it's probably for something out of my control. Like, I likely left early enough, but something happened.
Right.
And then I'll be texting the whole time being like, "I'm so sorry, I'm gonna be late. I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Um, but like if it's something like school or like work or something, I am there in the parking lot 30 minutes before my shift at least
Yeah.
waiting because it's draining and also most of the children who this is directed towards this course, most people here have younger children, I feel, but driving is a whole nother sensory and like mental thing you have to deal with when you get to that age. So driving takes a lot of focus and energy out of me. So I get to school and I just kind of sit there because I know I'm gonna have to drive back after um being in a very focus heavy and such environment, and I'm lucky enough that my brain can autopilot drive because I've been doing it for a long period of time and it's a route I know. But it still takes a lot of focusing.
Yeah. Um, and that's what I was saying. Like block schedules are nice because it's not solid. Like you have to do this at 7 and you have to do this at 7:30 and you have to if um I can say get up and say I want to get this and this done before 9 a.m. It to me that's
Yeah,
more reasonable and it's more motivating
I
because
like
if I
giving
look and I'll be
myself
like, oh god,
I like giving myself a start time and like a rough end time because then whatever doesn't happen in that block of time just isn't happening and that's
yeah,
whatever. But the thing is like getting used to being okay if you're see one of the biggest downfalls of my autism is if I want to have a routine and I create this routine and I don't follow it exactly every single day the way I wanted to do it, I will feel so unfulfilled and upset with myself because I'm like, okay, but we were gonna do this in this order and we didn't do this in this order. So now everything is wrong and it just doesn't matter
and I
anymore.
might as well just
And I
give
might as
up.
well just give up. And it's like, no,
Yeah,
because you don't need to do everything in the order you want to do it in every day. And you don't need to do something every single day anyway. Like giving myself days where it's like kind of letting the routine kind of create itself because something didn't go the way I wanted it to. Like if class is canceled, what do you do? Because now your actual set thing that gives you the routine in the first place is gone and you're like, "Well, I got ready and did all this for what? Like why did I do that?" You can do other things. Like you're allowed to like have hobbies and exist outside of just like
that's what
a
was the
routine that you
hardest for
want.
me. Is being the one that had to create the routine, and
Yeah, it's
especially like,
nice now that I'm older, I can kind of
but yeah, but even like homeschooling, I will go to my other kid and be like, I'm done with what I need to do. Um, when do you want to start school? I want to get it done in this time frame. And they usually just like, all right, well, uh, give me till 10:30 and I will come down and we'll do it. Or I'll get caught up in something and realize that it's like 11 and so I'll go up and say, we really should do our school want lunch first? Because they're always eating. And, or they'll say, can I have until 12:30 so that I can have lunch or whatever? And I said, okay, but you have to do this. And, remember you have this or something. So a good example tomorrow, we have,
Oh, my tomorrow's it's not busy. I really only have one singular thing, but in my brain, this one singular thing makes me busy, because it's therapy, so I'm, like, in it, and then after I'm like, "The
peace out.
day's over, we're done."
So we have, uh, Luna and I have the dentist. So that
Oh,
is
ew.
an exhausting thing.
It's a sensory nightmare, it's exhausting, and the lights are way too bright in dentist's office, you guys need to chill out. It's horrible.
Um, and we have it at the same time, so I can't not be in the room when they're getting their teeth checked.
They're better with that than I am.
Yeah.
I'm a nightmare because I'm like, "I'm gonna throw up because you're sticking your toothbrush down." I hate the toothbrushes they use. Can I say that? I
Yes, you can.
hate the stupid toothpaste. Eh, eh.
Anyways, and then we come home and they have therapy too. Now they'll probably have a good 2 hours in between,
But those 2
but
hours are n you can't do anything.
or they'll, well, they'll, do gaming or something, and those 2 hours will fly by and they'll feel like they really haven't
Had
had a
any
chance to
time.
really down. So then you get another high mental activity, with therapy. And
And then guitar.
I asked, I said, this is what we have to do. Are we going to guitar this week or do I push it off and start it next week? Um, and they said, no, I'll go. So
They might change their mind tomorrow after therapy.
I told them I don't want them to do that because I would rather just tell me now so I don't cancel at the last minute. You know what I
I
mean? I
mean,
hate doing that
yeah.
to Doug, but
It's like it's a hard thing because you wanna be able to do all that, but then you, like, really think about it, and then you actually get and you think you can. Like, sometimes you can do that
like
much
they may
stuff.
get through therapy and it was so exhausting that they don't have the mental energy, even though it'll be done at,
I
I think
don't know
theirs
what
is at
time.
noon too, 12 to 1.
Mine's at 1 to 2.
Okay.
So, it's already, like my therapy is kind of the reason I think I check out so much is, like, I do as much as I can before therapy because I know that after, I'm just not gonna be
Well,
able to do it.
and the witching hour is like between 3 and 5. Like
Exactly,
you
and I
just,
finish at, like, 2 I finish at, like, 2, and then I'm, like, tired from therapy, but then that little exhaust hits, and I'm just like,
yeah.
"It's nap time, and nothing is getting done." So, yeah, I have to my routine on Wednesdays looks a little different than my routine on, like, other days because I need to do any important stuff that, like, needs to get done that day before 1 o'clock. So, even before, like, 12:55, because I have to be on, like, 3 to 5 minutes early,
Yeah.
so
So knowing that stuff, hopefully it helps you maybe understand if you are neurotypical. If you have ADHD, you probably can empathize with your kid a little bit more, especially if you guys are close with what your strengths and weaknesses are. Like
yeah.
the three of us are pretty similar,
I
and
feel like we're more similar. I
we're
feel like me and Luna have, some similarities, but I think
Luna's more like dad.
the issue with the difference I find with Luna is Luna doesn't really need a routine. They don't seem to, like, thrive off that structure. They don't seem to complain about not having a routine or
Well, they do have a routine; they just play games all day.
yeah.
But but if I say like today we had co-op. This is what we have co-op. We're gonna leave at this time. Da 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 da. Um, they'll they'll get ready. They'll be ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and if it's something really fun, obviously they're like, if it's something they're excited about, they'll be up at 5 in the morning waiting for dressed and ready.
Yeah.
So knowing your kid, but a good thing to try and help your kids with is seeing time, helping them understand time and how it moves, because So I did this for you guys when a little bit, but say you have a task to do, um, you try to like say, okay, because in my mind, and I'm pretty sure in most ADHD minds, I see myself doing it, and it's not taking that long because it's just me going through the whatever. But the actual act of it is going to be a different time. So setting a timer.
I almost feel like I'm the opposite for that. Like, I feel like I see myself doing it and I'm like, that's gonna take fucking forever. And then I
No,
do
I see
it.
myself like
And then I
I'm gonna
do it and I'm
I'm gonna
like,
paint this.
wow, that was so damn easy. Like,
Okay, so I guess it
but
depends on
it
you.
depends, or I'm like, but it depends on what it is because, like,
Oh well, and if it's something you don't want to do, you'll put it off, and even if it would only take 5 minutes, you'll put it off forever. But what I'm trying to say is, if
because,
you
like,
help your
I see
kids,
myself cleaning the bathroom and I'm like, that's gonna take 400 years. And then I'm like, done in like 10 minutes. So I'm like,
yeah,
what the hell? Or I'm like, I'm gonna clean my room. It's gonna take me like 10, 15 minutes. And then I'm there for like 3, 4 hours. And I'm
it
like,
will never take
I know. I don't
15
know why I
minutes.
do that. I'm like, it's gonna be such a quick little thing.
So what I was saying is helping your kid understand time. So like we have visual timers we can use now. They have phones and stuff. Um, so
The phone is almost like a bad thing,
I
though.
know.
It's too easy to get distracted. If you're gonna lock in to like do a thing, you don't want your phone. If you're if you get distracted by it,
Yeah.
like there's some people who don't. Um,
But
but
can I finish my sentence?
oh yeah, I don't even remember what you were saying. My bad.
So basically, there's a couple of ways you can do things. Like I've told Coda, like, um, set a thing and, study for 20 minutes and then take a break.
And
Um,
then they always tell me to do that, and then I'm like, no, I can do it all tonight, and I do it anyway.
yeah, well, sometimes you need that time commitment to push yourself. Um,
Yeah.
or if your kid is having trouble and saying like, hey, I can get ready in 10 minutes. You can say, okay, well, we're going to set a timer to see how long it actually takes you to get dressed. And so letting them see that and understand that in your mind it may take 10, but in reality it's probably more like 20. So we have to plan for that. Um, so just
Yeah.
teaching them more about time because it's so slippery when you have ADHD and it can go by so quickly. Um, and you don't notice it. And then you, you're scrambling. So um, that is a very useful tool for kids to understand. Um, just you know, I like blocking things out. Like I'm going to do this until this time, and then I'm going to stop. And wherever I'm done, I'm done. Or sometimes I do say I'm going to get to this part of whatever I'm doing, and then I'll be
Yeah,
done,
see,
even if it takes longer than what I thought.
I like setting a time for myself because I'm always checking the time because I'm so paranoid about like it getting away from me. I'm like always checking the time all the time. So if I'm like
Pushing me.
if I check the clock and it's this time, that means I'm done. You know? Cuz like throughout my task of cleaning my room, I could start at 9 a.m. I'll continuously be checking the time because I'll be like, well, what time should I eat? Like, what time should I kind of things like that. But or I'll be like, okay, at 3:45, like I start cleaning my room at 9. I want to be done by 3:45. I in the process of cleaning my room, I've probably picked up my phone to like look at my lock screen like 15 times in that time span.
Wasn't that the stopping and starting? Isn't that hard?
What do you mean? It's not stopping and starting. If I'm cleaning my room until 3:45 and I check my phone
But you take
in
your
between
focus
that,
off. to keep checking your phone.
It's like second nature to me, picking this up to look at my time. It's not even like an actual task at that point. It's like kind of just like, okay. Or I'm like listening to music, I go to change the music, I see the time. So it's kind of like
Okay.
it's not that big a deal for me. It taking 5 seconds to like look at my lock screen. It's when I see a notification on my lock screen that's when it becomes dangerous. So I have to put it in like do not disturb mode with no notifications on my screen so I don't do that.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, just these kind of tricks of tricking the brain and helping the brain
I don't know if any of this was like
helpful.
it was why our routines are currently a dumpster fire, and this whole thing was probably a dumpster fire. So
So it just goes with the theme. This
yeah,
entire thing was a dumpster fire. Um, but really, there are so many ways, and I guess the reason that I can't just say do this, do this, do this, because it depends on the person. You just heard how we have different ways of seeing things, seeing time, how we
mm-hmm.
manage our time. So knowing some of the things that we both do could be helpful for you to try with your child.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, the biggest thing is
Visual aids are really helpful all the time, especially when it comes to like managing time.
yes, and you do it together
Uh-huh.
because you cannot make a routine for your child to follow.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
They need to be
The
part of
amount
it.
of times you've tried to give us a routine and it lasts for like a day
Yeah, yeah.
is over.
And one of us goes off the rails. But like when I get my kid involved for homeschooling and I say, okay, we're going to do school. Um, I've now learned that it may have to be on a daily basis because I can't tell them everything we're doing this week
Yeah.
because it'll be too confusing. But I've been reminding them for the past week and a half that we have this dentist appointment, helping
And
them.
they're probably gonna forget tomorrow.
They're probably going to forget, and I'm going to have to wake them up, and or they'll probably wake up. But before I go to bed, I'm going to remind them that they have that tomorrow. So that's what I have to do. And working with them, what's going to help you uh, get this done?
Yeah.
What time frame do you want to? I will allow you to have these time frames. This is my cutoff point. Um, this is the stuff I have to do. So
One of the
if I just went
things
and said, because I've tried to say we're going to start at this time, we're going to do this to this time, we're going to do this, and it never worked.
one of the things that I've found becomes very helpful is this is specifically related to like appointments. Being older means I have more of like my own functioning schedule that is now almost entirely, not like entirely, but it's almost completely separate from you and like Luna's routine and all that. Which has been both difficult and quite easy because now I only have to worry about me and I'm not like because like I'm not sharing a car with you or anything. Like I'm not there.
And you
It's
don't
like
have to,
you know what I mean.
I don't
It's
have to take you,
yeah.
like
You don't have to
going to the
bring me
dentist.
anywhere. I don't have
uh,
to be like, is my mother available to bring me to this place? Like I do like having you at the doctor's, but it's like if I've got to do something, I- it can be mainly based off my schedule, which is very nice. But one of the things that's very helpful with appointments is they give you time slots. And sometimes I'll be like, I want the early one. And then mom will be like, do you really? And then I'll be like, no, I don't.
Yeah. So like I know that I can make a 9 a.m. dentist appointment for myself and Luna because we will go at that time.
I'm actually pretty good at waking up, but
You would not be fully with it.
no, I would not be able to answer their questions. And as an adult, you have to like talk to the doctors. which is stupid.
Yeah. So stupid you have to talk to
So
donkeys and tell
stupid you
them
have to
what.
tell them what's going on with you. So stupid that doctors are supposed to help you be healthy and all
They
that
should
dumb
read
crap.
minds. They just know what's wrong with you.
Don't they know that I just woke up like 15 minutes ago and I don't wanna be.
I don't even know my name.
No, it's like rough. Like, and I think one of the other things that makes doctor's appointments so hard is they are kind of, if especially if you like go to like high school, middle school, elementary school, where you have like longer days. Cause like my college, I'm out of there by like noon. But if you have, like, a full day that's, like, basically structured for you, and then you just have to leave in the middle of it because you got a doctor's appointment, and sometimes, if they're evil, they'll just slap you back in school after your doctor's appointment, and so you're like
Have I ever been that evil?
no, but, like, I
I'd
know
be
a
like,
lot of
we're
kids
done.
I know a lot of kids who would go get their flu shot, and then their mom would bring them back, and
I would never have done that to you.
I'm like, "How are you just here?" And they're, like, in pain because their arm's hurting and they're having to write, like, 4 essays or whatever. And I'm like, "That's evil." And that would disrupt my routine so much to the point where I would not be able to just go back to school like it was normal. So if you have, like, a routine that's laid out for you and then you have a doctor's appointment, it just completely throws it off.
Hmm.
The nice thing about being an adult is I can make it on a day where I don't have school because I don't go every day of the week. Like, I go 2 days out of the week. Well, this semester I do.
Yeah. So,
So, it's less intrusive as you get older.
yes. Um, I was trying to think of what else to say, and like you said, I don't even know
I
if,
don't know if
if
any of
this
this made sense.
this dumpster fire was.
I feel like we
And
haven't done this in forever, so it's
it's been a month, but it's been a long month, and
we'll have notes and, like, actually do something good next month, probably. Where
here's to hoping.
mom's always like, "I don't have notes," and I'll be like, "It's okay, we do fine without notes," and then we do the thing, and I'm like, "Oh, I remember why we have notes now."
Yeah, you
Yeah.
used to make fun of me. I'm like, oh, you got all these notes and da, 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 da."
No, I don't know why, because they're helpful, like, I'm the one who doesn't care about the notes, but I realize that if we both don't have notes, it's a problem.
One of us has to be the adult here.
It's not me.
Oh, I keep getting buzzed. I did make a little couple notes, but
The Sue way.
the Sue way.
Body doubling is so good.
They can't read this.
Okay,
So
well
here's the Sue way of getting back into your routine. So the one thing rule,
oh, you've talked about this
I
to me.
have pick one thing, and that's the thing that you stick to. So you know, everybody has to be dressed at 7:30, or like I said today, everybody's got to be ready. We're leaving at noon.
Mhm.
Um, so having something like that. Um, Giving them some more time when like they're going to come back from school and they're already going to be exhausted,
Yeah.
and and school is exhausting for your ADHD brain. So being flexible, having something easy for dinner, like, hey, this week everybody is eating nothing but chicken nuggets and fries. That's the best I can do. um don't feel bad about that. Just, they're being fed and they're getting what they need. And then, like Coda said, body doubling. It is so
Excuse me.
it is so helpful. And I think that's kind of like what that little Finch app is. Is
Yeah.
is it's like body doubling because you have people, sending you little cheering. And I tease my friend all the time, and I'm like, stop shaming me to drink water.
Oh my god, she sends that so much.
uh so
She'll do it after I've already completed my, like, drink water for the day thing, and I don't think she can see that, but she sends me, like, "Drink water." It's like, "I already did!"
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't see when unless you're connected with it, you can't see when the other person um
Yeah, like, finishes
yeah.
their
So,
stuff.
so that is really the kind of things that are going to help getting things back. You're not going to be able to just jump back into it. You're not going to be able to uh create this routine and do it perfectly. If you can get everybody dressed by 7:30, then just do that.
Yeah.
Even if they're eating Cheerios in the car on the way to school, you know. Um,
Whatever needs to be done after just getting them dressed and not going out to school naked or in PJs, like,
and I don't even think it matters if I've sent you. I used to take you to school in your PJs. Like if you're not
well,
gonna get
Dad
dressed,
used to yell at us.
yeah, you're not gonna get dressed. I'm taking you like that. Um,
Which is like, I feel like schools don't care anymore.
no,
Like,
no,
literally, there's like no one cares anymore.
no.
I see people wearing PJs to school all the time, and my dad used to yell at me. Like, I remember he wouldn't let me go to co-op in PJs. I'm like, all of them wear like onesies.
They never. Yeah,
I'm
nobody ever
like,
got dressed.
why are you
Um,
so? And he's like, no, it looks like you don't respect the people.
that's the homeschooling way.
I'm like, bro.
Um, but again, like I said, this isn't just helping your child, it's helping you too. Like you need to take it easy on yourself and make things easier and more simple.
Your
And
kids could literally be using one of those car toothbrushes where they have like the toothpaste built into them and you bite them, you're brushing your teeth in the car. Do
just
what you gotta
throw
do,
your piece
bro.
of gum
Just
and just here you go.
do what you gotta do. As long as they get there in one piece, it's good.
And hopefully on time.
Yeah.
Um,
Even if you're like maybe a minute late, you'll be okay.
yeah,
I don't think school's gonna ting you if
if you
it starts
miss
at 7 and you get there
homeroom,
at 7:01. Like, homeroom's not important, really.
nope.
They're like, attendance. I'll be there when I am there, okay?
You're lucky I'm here. Okay, so once again, we hope we helped you.
we hopes we hopes
We hope
we hope that this made some sort of sense and you can decipher this if you desire, or you can pretend that we never did this and this doesn't exist. It's up to you.
it's gonna be deleted in 30 days anyways if I don't download it because
Yeah.
Facebook doesn't keep them anymore.
But yeah,
Okay.
I think we're fine. I
Yeah.
think I don't have any more to say. I'm I'm tired.
Um, just wing it.
I think this like entire thing is like 90% me yawning and fidgeting around because I can't sit still.
On that note, um, so if you have any questions or comments, you can always comment even when this is no longer live because I will see them. And we'll catch you next month. Hopefully,
Yes, and it'll be better, promise.
hopefully Coda won't be exhausted. I can't guarantee that. So,
I think I'll be good.
okay. Night.
I'm waiting to see you take it. You closed it.